everyone, welcome back to Selena Thinking Out Loud. I hope you are well. Today we're going to be using these smart pots. I have some straight neck squash over here that's ready to go. I also have some Boston pickling cucumber that's also ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in. They've been in their beginner pots long enough. So I decided to go ahead and give these smart pots a try. Up close you can see they're durable fabric planters. They're made in the USA. Lead and BPA free, extremely durable, last multiple harvests. So it says here you can scan if you want to learn more about how to grow and things like that with Smart Pot. You can use it actually both in the indoor and outdoors, which is pretty cool. And it's a porous fabric, so a tray or saucer underneath to catch moisture when growing indoors or outdoor is valuable. They have a podcast as well. If you're a beginner gardener trying to learn, you can go on this podcast, The Growing Revolution Smart Potcast. It's the difference between smart pots and how you see the roots circle the smart pots versus, when we get these plants from our growing center, they do look very compacted. The roots look compacted, like you see the hard container causes root circling. So that is pretty bad. It's very difficult sometimes even pull the roots apart when it's like this on the right hand side here. And they do have handles, so that's pretty cool. You can get them with and without handles. I mean, for a 15-gallon, I don't see how I could not get a handle. So I can shift them out of the sun and into the shade when it's just extremely hot. I do have some trellises I'm going to use to cover them with shade cloth, but I think the handles are ideal as you go higher up in gallon sizes. Okay, so here's how thick the Smart Pot is. As you can see, that thickness right there. And that's how it looks in the close-up. And I'm doing my planting in the evening. It's about 7 here, so the sun has settled behind the mountains behind me, so it gives me time to get the vegetables into the garden, and then they can start to settle, and then I'll shade them when the patio just gets unreal sun. But I'm just putting my soil of choice in here. I'm going to add some earthworm castings in here, some organic fertilizer. All right, so I'm going to add a little water and moisten my soil as I go. Let that drain through. Then I'm going to go ahead and mix it in. Get the water to drain through the soil to just start getting it moist on this level. I'm going to add more soil. And this has manure and everything in it, so getting the flies coming around, taking a visit. Yeah, I'm making my hole where I'm going to actually plant the straight neck squash. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some earthworm castings in the hole. All right, next I'm going to be adding some fertilizer here to the hole. As you can see here, I loosened the roots, as you can see here. So now I'm going to just pop it right in that hole there and start pushing back the soil onto it, just like that. Building up that soil. Okay, and I'm going to keep those little ones on, and as they grow they'll die off and then the new plant will start. But here we go here. And then I'm going to add a little bit more fertilizer just around the top here. So as I water it, it'll go into the plant as well. There we go. And that's all to it. Then I'm just going to water it in, thoroughly water it in. And this is a 15-gallon Smart Pot, because this is going to grow really, really big. And I did add a trellis since I'm going to be growing these straight neck squash vertically. This is going to help me keep them upright instead of sprawling all over my patio.